So the topic is about innovation and R&D in India. And to me, this is appropriate time. This is the right time for us to discuss this on a forum like Nasscom. I have been working towards increasing the pipeline of deep tech programs that come uh, from the R&D infrastructure that exists in the country. And for India to become a developed country, we definitely need a pipeline of research that converts to deep tech startups. If you look at US in the last century, the 20th century, the second half especially, the impact of R&D research on economic growth has been significant. At the beginning of the 20th century, US was 1.9% of global GDP, and at the end of the 20th century, US became 19% of the global GDP. And this has been on top of the innovations that came from transistor to digital computer to operating systems that moved to industry, and then a series of uh, software companies that came out of academic institutions, uh, including the likes of Google, Facebook, and so on. And the recent one, which is OpenAI, though did not come from academic research, a lot of the work has been done in research in industry. So definitely, if we want to become a developed economy, I strongly feel that we need to have a pipeline of deep tech startups coming out of academic institutions. If we look at the talent that we have in India, they're second to none. In fact, a lot of R&D is happening in India in multinational institutions, multinational organizations. So I feel that our talent is second to none. We have an advantage of being able to do research at one-fifth the cost. In fact, I say that if someone is spending $5 in the US, if they spend $1 in India, we can produce the same output because we are a lower cost economy. So talent advantage is there, cost advantage is there. Then what is preventing us from creating deep tech startups from academic research? First and foremost, we are not thinking big in our academic research. We are not launching ambitious programs. When we launch ambitious programs like what ISRO has done, uh, we demonstrate that we are able to deliver on that. In fact, better than many other nations, actually. That's just one example. Uh, we have to think big and we have to launch ambitious programs like cure for cancer, or can we look at a low power platform for computing, or can we look at a new technology for batteries or new material? We have to be ambitious. Yes, with risk comes, of course, disappointments, but we will also get big outcomes if we think big. Second, we need to have funding that is guaranteed, that's long term, that allows you to do multidisciplinary, multi-year programs, long-term programs. Again, looking at ISRO, as an example. We need to also look at what is the infrastructure that exists in academic institutions for doing translational work. That is, once the research reaches a stage of, let's say, technology readiness level, TRL level 3, uh, then how do you take it to TRL 7, 8, etc.? That is, we create a prototype, we do validation on the field, we create a prototype or a proof of concept that can be taken in front of customers, and commercialization. And this also needs funding to support this stage of research in certain areas through philanthropic funding. If we can address this valley of death, I strongly believe that we will see more and more deep tech startups coming out of our academic system. Out of the 100,000 or 1 lakh plus startups that are registered with DPIIT today, only 3,000 or so are considered deep tech startups. So that definitely shows that we need to do a lot more. So, you know, the need for this is very much there. We need to create our own IP. We need to create our own companies that come out of the IP that we create in our R&D institutions. The talent is available. Funding, I believe, can be addressed, uh, you know, with government funding, with industry funding, with private funding. The funding can be addressed. What is, I think, required is the ambition to do startups. Now, we have ecosystems like the IT Madras Research Park ecosystem, the IT Bombay or IT Delhi ecosystem, the National Chemical Laboratories in Pune, the C Camp in Bangalore, which is at the NCBS in Bangalore, which is a biotech incubator, where deep tech startups are there. Now, one more issue will come at a later stage, which is when the venture industry steps in, that we need patient capital to take this through the various stages of trials and testing and things like that. If we are able to get to that stage with enough number of instances or enough number of startups, I strongly believe that we would be on our way to create deep tech startup ecosystem, deep tech companies out of India, products and technologies that emerge out of India. India has been very strong on the application side. In fact, that may also be causing a problem, a challenge, because that's taking away all the talent that's necessary. And the venture industry is also happy because they get their returns much faster. If we put our minds together, if we put our efforts together, if we work together in on platforms like Nasscom, along with academic and research institutions, I strongly believe that we can indeed create a strong, vibrant um, technology product infrastructure ecosystem in India backed by academic research. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Dr. Kris Gopalakrishnan. Thanks for sharing your thoughts.